I cannot believe I'm making this video, but about 2 minutes ago, the government actually passed the bill that would allow the government to ban TikTok. Nobody thought it was going to happen, and it happened. And the speed at which it happened is so alarming, really, I believe, is that the government has lost the gatekeepers where they can simply feed us information and we all accept it because it's the only information we have. They tell us something about Ukraine or tell us something about Palestine, and then we see videos from the actual places themselves that completely contradict that, and we create our own opinions. And our ability to mobilize in large groups is extremely terrifying to them. Like, that's what we really need to understand. The government is actually gotten to a point that they are terrified of our ability to have conversations and mobilize for causes. I mean, the amount of companies that we've boycotted. And by the way, these companies like Kellogg's and Starbucks, do you know how many millions and millions of dollars that they spend lobbying people in the government and going at it from a business perspective as well? Companies will not spend 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 million a year in lobbying costs unless there's a direct return on investment for them. And that return on investment for them is getting policy written into law that directly benefits them. So yeah, absolutely. If TikTok goes away tomorrow, we're not going to have the ability to mobilize in the same way because the government has a lot more control over Instagram and Facebook than they do TikTok, which is why we see a lot more unfiltered content on TikTok, and everything on Instagram and Facebook is very muted and the engagement is much lower, and it's just not as genuine of a conversation.